Media has been part of our daily lives these days. It plays different roles in our society, like publishing, broadcasting, and supplying news through the internet collectively. It comprises a wide range of forms like television, print, radio, and the internet. The media has become part of the development and process in our world, which is globalization. Media makes the world interconnected. There are several important roles of media in globalization. Social media and networking are some of the most effective tools to direct political elections and social changes, because it is crucial to increase civic and political participation during the process of globalization. The development of Web 2.0 changes the way how people communicate. As part of social media, it becomes common to use those tools like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, used by governments, especially in developed countries. The governments plan to use Facebook to establish and make social services better by the participation of citizens on the internet. Social media tools like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube have played a strategic role in getting citizens in developing countries together to fight for their rights. Freedom of speech, internet, voting, protesting, organizing, sharing, criticizing, and being opposition part should be normally to the right of each person without any objection. Modernization theories advocated for the role of communication technologies in economic development, and critics who argued from a political economy perspective that such initiatives constituted new forms of media and cultural imperialism with the rise of the globalization paradigm. The theory of modernization was developed by Daniel Lerner in 1958 in The Passing of Traditional Society. Lerner's description of modernized is an individual having the ability to be empathetic and being able to see oneself in another person's situation. This concept has come from the transition of traditional societies to modern societies, where modern societies are distinctively industrial, urban, literate, and participant. This theory looks at development in a linear fashion, concluding that nations need to develop into modern society to make it a sustainable and flourishing nation. Developing modernized societies include technological advancement and developing media sectors to help create a participatory culture. Modern economic and political development is driven by the assumption that modernization and development will be beneficial for people. That's why we will talk about the role of mass media in modernization process.
What is mass media communication? Mass media communication, that is a large group of people in a short time. This can be written, spoken, broadcast communication. Some of the most popular forms of mass media are newspaper, magazines, radio, advertisement, social media, television, internet, and films. Purpose of mass media. Mass media can define various media used to transmit message to a large amount of people. Some examples of mass media include television, newspapers, magazines, radio, film, and more. The most fundamental objective of mass communication is to provide information to mass people. Information on mass communication may be related to education, weather, sports, products and services, public holidays, festivals, and entertainment. The mass media are seen today as a key role of enhancing globalization, facilitating culture exchange, and multiple flows of information of image between countries through international new broadcasts, television programming, new technologies, film, and music. However, the evolution of technologies capable of transmitting messages via electromagnetic waves that marked a turning point in advancing globalization of communications.
So, hi, I'm Alicia De La Cruz. Let's now talk about the essential roles of mass media when it comes to government or in public relations. I'll be discussing up these three roles of mass media in politics or government, such as educative role, participative role, and media as the watchdog of government. First, the educative role of mass media. Mass media's objective is to inform the people or the public about what's going in and out in government, with an end view of transparency and good governance, specifically about the process of procurement, bidding, and construction project pricing, which will lead into enlightening those uninformed individuals as the media serves as an avenue for knowledge and information. Next is the participative role. Mass media affects decision-making of the government, though in an indirect manner. Even though the media shall maintain impartiality on some certain issue, a point where one should make a firm stance or stand cannot be avoided for the concern of people. A stand or venue for public discourse is needed for us to create noise and be heard. When the noise from discourse could no longer be ignored, that's when the government will take them into consideration. In short, media and the public are like some kind of pressure. Third row, media as the watchdog. It checks the government for possible corruption or wrongful or illegal act. It can be considered as the fourth pillar of democratic government as well as four estates of society as mass media is the voice and weapon of both people and society. Additionally, through this function of media that many government wrongful transactions had been exposed.
What is the impact of mass media in modern culture? Hi, I'm Dani May Iidisa from BS Nursing Wanto and I will talk about what are the negative impacts of mass media in modernization culture. So under the influence of media, children and teenagers frequently mix the actual and the fictional words. People's physical well-being is also affected to some extent by media. People who spend time in front of the TV or browsing the internet are more likely to develop eye issue or obsess. Impact of mainstream media is in the country can harm the economy, criminally, sexual theme or aggression, poor health outcomes, and other serious precaution. These improved news headlines are the most egregious examples of mass media harmful impact on society. The media have a significant influence on traditional globalization in two ways that are manually independent. First, they enable wide sensational transmission of cultural product. And the second one, they can contribute to the establishment of linguistic technology and social systems. Social media has also had a harmful impact on youth. Some sites with unsustainable content may have an impact of the manipulate children. The negative aspect of the social media is that the people post a lot of unneeded data and harassment and discrimination on social media has increased. So these are the some pictures show how the mass media affect our society today. Thank you.